So, okay, there's a specific intensity to how someone sees you right now. And it's not the casual kind of attraction that comes and goes. This is focused, singular, the kind where other options fade because you're the only one that registers. You're not just attractive to them, you're the attraction. Not because you're trying to be, not because you're doing anything to maintain their interest, just because something about you has captured their attention in a way they can't redirect or ignore. Let me describe what this looks like. You may have noticed someone's energy toward you feeling more concentrated lately. Their attention doesn't wander when you're present. Their focus doesn't split between you and other possibilities. It's just on you. Some people experience this as intense. They're not used to being the sole focus of someone's desire. They're used to competing to being one option among many, to never quite knowing where they stand. It might feel uncomfortable to be seen this completely, like there's nowhere to hide, like someone's paying attention in ways that expose you. Like being wanted this specifically creates pressure you're not sure how to handle. But here's what's actually happening: someone has decided, not in a creepy way, not in an obsessive way, just in a clear way. You're what they want, and that clarity has eliminated their interest in alternatives. Let's pause here. This reflection invites you to consider: is there someone whose attention toward you feels singularly focused? Maybe they've stopped mentioning other people, stopped talking about their dating life, stopped acting like they have options they're considering, because to them there's only one option that matters: you. You may have been skeptical of this, assuming everyone's keeping their options open, assuming interest is always divided, assuming no one fully commits their attention until commitment is official. It's possible this person is different, or this situation is different. They're not playing the field, they're not hedging. They're all in on you, even if nothing's been established between you. Some people decide early. They know what they want and they pursue it without distraction, without keeping backup plans, without entertaining other possibilities just in case. You may be dealing with that kind of person, someone who's chosen you internally, even if they haven't expressed it externally yet, whose actions show singular focus, even if their words haven't caught up. It can feel surreal to be someone's only focus, like it's too good to be true, like surely they're still looking around, even if they're paying attention to you. But some people really do stop looking when they find what they're looking for, and you might be what they're looking for. This reflection invites you to consider: when someone wants only you, does that feel like a gift or like pressure? There's something specific about what beautiful means to them. It's possible beautiful isn't just about your physical appearance, though they likely find you physically attractive. But what's capturing them is deeper than surface aesthetics. You may represent something to them that goes beyond looks: the way you think, the way you move through the world, the energy you carry, the combination of qualities that make you specifically you. Some people are attracted to pretty faces, but what creates lasting want is when someone finds you beautiful in dimensions that don't fade, when they're attracted to your mind and your presence and your essence, not just your features. You may be experiencing that kind of attraction from someone where they see beauty in parts of you that you don't even think about, where they're drawn to things about you that you consider ordinary. Or maybe they see potential in you that you don't see in yourself. They recognize who you're becoming. They're attracted to the version of you that's emerging. They want to be part of your evolution. It can feel vulnerable when someone sees more in you than you see in yourself, like they're setting themselves up for disappointment. Like you can't possibly live up to whatever they're projecting. But what if their perception is more accurate than yours? What if you're the one underselling yourself and they're just seeing clearly? This reflection invites you to consider, what if someone's high opinion of you is actually accurate? Let me talk about what want you bad actually means. It's possible this isn't just mild interest. This is active desire. The kind where they're thinking about you when they shouldn't be, where you interrupt their focus, where they're creating reasons to be near you or contact you. You may notice increased effort from someone, more texts, more invitations, more showing up, not in a stalking way, just in an I'm making it clear I'm interested way. Some people pursue subtly, but when someone wants you badly, the subtlety starts to slip. They become more obvious, more direct, more willing to risk rejection because not trying feels worse than trying and failing. You may be receiving less subtle signals, comments that border on flirting, invitations that feel like dates even if they're not called that, attention that's harder to misinterpret as just friendly. It can feel flattering and terrifying simultaneously. Flattering because being wanted feels good. Terrifying because being wanted creates responsibility to respond, to decide, to either reciprocate or clarify that you don't. And maybe you're not sure which you want to do. Maybe you're attracted but scared, interested but uncertain, wanting to explore but worried about complications. This reflection invites you to consider, if someone wants you intensely, do you want them back? There's something about your response that matters here. It's possible you're enjoying the attention without examining whether you actually want the person. Being desired feels validating, feels good, and you might be basking in that without considering what you actually feel. You may need to get honest with yourself. Are you interested in this person, or just interested in being wanted? Because those aren't the same thing, and confusing them creates mess. Some people lead others on without meaning to. They're not trying to be manipulative. They just enjoy the attention so much they don't examine whether they want to reciprocate. You may need to check your intentions. If you're not interested, being clear about that sooner protects everyone. If you are interested, acknowledging that creates space for something to develop. It can feel complicated when you're not sure what you want, when you're attracted but circumstances are difficult, when you're interested but timing feels wrong. But uncertainty doesn't excuse leading someone on. If you don't know what you want, you can say that. You can be honest about being unsure. That's better than pretending interest you don't feel or availability you can't offer. What you might need to do is communicate directly, not hints, not signals, actual words about actual feelings and actual availability. Some people avoid direct communication because it feels too vulnerable, too definitive, too much like committing to a position they might want to change later. You may be one of those people. And this person's intensity is requiring you to be clearer than you're comfortable being, to say what you want instead of just responding to what they want. It can feel safer to stay vague, to let things unfold without defining them, to respond to their pursuit without actively choosing. But vagueness isn't kindness, it's just delayed clarity. And this person deserves to know where they stand with you. You remain in complete control of how you respond to someone's desire. You can reciprocate, decline, need time, explore cautiously, commit fully. The power is yours. It always has been. You may notice reading this has brought up a specific person whose attention has been focused on you. Maybe satisfaction, maybe anxiety, maybe the question of whether you actually want what they're offering. Whatever it is, honor it. Take what resonates. Softly release the rest. Trust yourself. Before we close, I want to ask you something. When someone wants you intensely, does that make you more interested or does it make you want to run? Drop it in the comments honestly. And what would it take for you to trust that someone's singular focus on you is genuine? They only want you, you're beautiful to them, this person wants you bad. And that want is creating pressure for you to decide what you want, to stop just receiving attention and start being clear about whether you're interested in giving it back. Being wanted is easy. Deciding if you want back is harder. But you can't stay in receiving mode indefinitely without eventually having to choose. Not eventually, soon. Trust yourself with this. Trust that you know what you want, even if you're scared to admit it. Trust that you can be honest without being cruel. Trust that clarity serves everyone better